The solar system is the Sun and everything that orbits around it. The Sun and the planets formed together 4.6 billion years ago, from a cloud of gas and dust called the solar nebula. A shock wave from a nearby supernova explosion probably initiated the collapse of the solar nebula. The Sun formed in the center, and the planets formed in a thin disk orbiting around it. The Sun is 93 million miles from the Earth. The light from the Sun only takes 8 minutes to travel to the Earth. The Earth travels around the Sun in a loop that is shaped a bit like an oval, which called the Earth's orbit. There are 8 planets that orbit around the Sun, in order, going from the closest planet to the Sun, to the one that is farthest away. They are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Until 2006, people thought that there were 9 planets in the solar system. The 9th planet was Pluto, and it is even further away from the Sun than Neptune. Astronomers decided that Pluto was too small to be called a planet, so now there are only 8 planets. It takes just over 365 days for the Earth to travel all the way around the Sun. We call the length of time it takes to go around the Sun a year, but to make life easier, most years have 365 days and every 4th year has 366 days. We call a year with 366 days a leap year. The extra day is February 29th. The Earth is a pretty big place, but the Earth isn't even the biggest planet in the solar system. The biggest planet is Jupiter, for example, could fit 1,321 Earths inside Jupiter. There is even a storm on Jupiter that is bigger than Earth. This storm has been blowing for hundreds of years and is called the Great Red Spot. The Sun is even bigger than Jupiter. It would take 1.3 million planets the size of Earth to fill the same volume as the Sun. There is a lot of difference between the planets. Some planets like Earth are made of rock, and some like Jupiter are made of gas. The hottest planet is Venus, where the average temperature is 460 C, and the coldest is Uranus, which is -220 C. Mars is sometimes called the red planet because the rocks that it is made from are red. It is the closest planet to Earth, and is slightly smaller than Earth. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun. It is the smallest planet and is made of rock. It is so close to the Sun that it only takes 88 days for it to complete its orbit and is much hotter than Earth. Venus is the next planet from the Sun after Mercury. It is also made of rock. Like Earth, Venus has an atmosphere air around it, but it is a lot thicker than Earth's and is permanently covered in clouds. Venus is the hottest planet and has an average temperature of 460 C. It is about the same size as Earth. It takes 225 days to travel around the Sun. Saturn is famous for its rings. The rings were first observed with a telescope in 1610 by Galileo, and it's made up of huge numbers of small lumps of mostly ice and dust. The pieces in the rings may be as small as a millimeter, or as large as a few meters across. Saturn is the second largest planet in the solar system and is another one of the gas giants like Jupiter. It takes 29.5 years to travel around the Sun. Neptune is the farthest planet from the Sun. It is 30 times as far from the Sun as Earth, and it takes 165 years to travel around the Sun. The Moon is a ball of rock that orbits around the Earth in the same way that the Earth orbits around the Sun. It is much smaller than the Earth and takes 28 days to complete one orbit. The Moon is 239,000 miles away, and is the only place in the solar system that man has traveled to apart from Earth. Thanks for watching. Do subscribe our channel Essay Practice for more essays. For more updates, click on bell icon.